And hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday One Shot Presents. We have an interesting cast
He's muted.
of.
Jason, can't hear
Oh
you.
no, I'm muted. I'm muted. Hold on. Yeah, for for some reason I'm getting a little bit of lag tonight. I'm not sure why. My
There you are.
frame rate is dropping horrifically tonight. Interesting. I'm not really sure why it's
Is it
doing that.
because we have more people?
No, not sure. It could just be latency on our internets, unfortunately. That's one possibility. I'll keep an eye on that. Hasn't done that to me for a
I'll see.
while, so I'm not really
I will
sure.
see about upping our interwebs.
Can you guys check and see if I'm being twitchy on Twitch for me?
Okay. Hold on. Muting me.
I don't have any dropped frames. It's just my FPS keeps bouncing whenever. Interesting. It keeps bouncing every time I talk. As soon as I stop talking. No. Working. Sorry, folks. For some reason, I'm getting a little bit of latency on my side. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with that and where that's coming from. Unfortunately, I'm going to try dropping my stream chat dock and see if that improves things.
All right, you are good on the interwebs.
So the webs doesn't show me being twitchy or anything?
Yeah, it looks like good to me.
Yeah,
All right.
looks
Well,
good.
it's obviously
If
just
it's twitchy, it's not that much.
Okay. It's probably noticeable mostly by me because, well, I'm a perfectionist at heart. So as it as it goes. So, well, welcome to One Shot Presents. As you know, our current theme is the Waterdeep Detective Agency. But before we get started, center myself on my camera because I'd gotten up. Before we get started, do a couple household cleaning items. We do have shows on Monday. Monday night is our Fae Run Reborn campaign. Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, we have Titans Revival and Denizens and Their Masters. Every other Thursday, we do One Shot Presents. Friday night is Age of Arcanum. And starting, I believe, this Sunday, I still got to talk to the main group. But starting this Sunday, we will be doing a zero session for a new campaign called the Debtor's Gambit, which is basically the founding and the origins of Darktoe and the Revelry in the Wildemont campaign setting for Critical Role's currently Mighty Nine, Matt Mercer's Wildemont. That will be our new campaign that we're going to be starting on Sunday, which is 40 years before Mighty Nine and about 20 or so years, I think, before Vox Machina as a campaign theme. And that Sunday theme is going to be the origins of Darktoe, the first Plank King, the rebellion against the Clovis Conclave, the origins of the Revelry, and how it all began. And it will be very much a pirate-centric campaign. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. Now you notice that we do have some avatars, as well as some animes going on. We've been experimenting more and more because we know not all of us have those professional studios at home. So it's kind of nice from time to time if if we have some kind of interaction going on. So some of our players are using animes, some of our players are using avatars. As not all of us are thrilled for you to see our kitchen table loaded with dirty laundry and all that fun stuff behind us. So we do not camera shame here, but it's always fun to have our players on board with us. At some point during this one shot, I will have to cut away really quickly to add a battle cam. I forgot to do that before I got started. It'll only take a couple seconds, though. So, the premise of the One Shot Presents, this session is typically afforded to all of our Discord members. So if you are a member of our Discord, we do post an event. Originally, it was 4. I have created a new overlay to manage 5 and potentially 6 if I had to. So we will be expanding that out in future one-shots as more and more individuals, I suspect, will be having time to play in these one-shots due to the fact that summer is coming. And I know leisure time usually kicks in a little bit more when that happens. The one-shot is really our way of affording folks to run characters at levels that may never get to. It also affords people to test out builds. It affords storytellers to test out encounter builds as well. This way, a lot of campaigns, unfortunately, end very unceremonially early, and sometimes just fall apart, and you never get to play that character again. The beauty of a one-shot is it allows you to really test out your builds and really run a character you've never thought about running before, and kind of help you decide how you want to, treat your builds in the future. Now, the theme for this Teach and Learn session is the Waterdeep Detective Agency, an organization based in Waterdeep during what we call the Renaissance period of Waterdeep. Currently, there is no major conflict, no major activity going on. The Lord's Alliance has focused their attention elsewhere. The Lord's Alliance and the Waterdeep Guard that have been notorious in the past have been purged and been rebuilt in such a way as to be more welcoming to the citizenry of Waterdeep. Most of the major guilds and factions have fled to other regions of Fae Run as an agreement between the Lord's Alliance and an unknown benefactor had started the Waterdeep Detective Agency. Now, the Lord's Alliance and the Waterdeep Guard are still present, but they have a more kind of traditional role to play. The Waterdeep Detective Agency is strategically placed throughout many different positions of the city. This particular agency resides in the South Ward near Dragon Drive or Dragon Road, one of the main drives that, or one of the main streets that enters the South Gate, as well as the predominant South Ward of Waterdeep. A mix of merchants, high-end living, low-end domicile living. It's a very mixed organization of individuals that make up the Waterdeep South Ward. But really briefly, sorry folks, I have got allergies and I'm trying my best. It's allergy season for me, so I have to clear my sinuses
And we live
from
on
time
a
to time.
farm.
And we live on a 13-acre ranch, so my projects today kept me both busy and nasally all day long, so I do apologize for that. So, starting with Miss Tinkerton, brief background on your character, please.
Miss Tinkerton is the wife of someone known as the Tinker, who they both own a shop in the town, and they are artificers who create all sorts of things. She is an alchemist, while he is mainly mechanically based. She's human. And she's kind of likes to promote the shop while she's volunteering for the detective agency.
Nice.
And that's her bit.
Let's go ahead and hear from Renard. Tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Renard Blackmane. I'm a black tabaxi, and I hail from Fae Run. And I'm here to help out as much as I can.
Good. Welcome aboard. River, tell us a little bit about your druid.
River is a wood elf druid. He, in his youth, his village was raided, and he was put in a basket and sent downriver and was raised by humans. So he's youthful. He's 135 years old, which for an elf is youthful, but was raised by humans and counterintuitive to normal druids. He's very social, and he kind of craves human companionship and does not like to be left out, and can be impulsive and immature at times.
Nice. Thulsa, tell us about your monk. This is his like fourth appearance.
Yep. I'm going to take him all the way to 20, hopefully. Anyway, my guy's name is Thulsa Doom. He is a male Shatterkai from the Shadowfell. He got struck by the Wanderlust, so he made his way to the material plane, found his way to a monastery, and basically has just been wandering around and seeing what he can get into, and made his way to Waterdeep.
Nice. So,
Nice.
with that, Fire, tell us a little about your kitty cat.
And you're gonna. My kitty cat's name is Fire on the Bright Cliffs, and she's a tabaxi, obviously. And she fell through a portal from Wildmont and ended up in Waterdeep and is now trying to find her way home.
Nice. So,
Aw.
we'll set the stage for tonight's one shot. In the South Ward, your particular group has been responsible for the evening shift. And the evening shift in the South Ward can be, well, interesting to say the least. It usually means that taverns that get a little out of control, dinner parties get notoriously raucous, and drunken affairs. And with it being the beginning of the summer season, most of the summer season festivals and festivities have been kicked into high gear, and a lot of higher echelon style dinners are being held. So the night shift poses to be quite interesting. However, your cells are already full of a traveling group of goblin bards. They are currently hammered out of their minds. They are singing, and that's why we're going to start each one of you off with a D6 of inspiration as you are all sitting in the agency at your local desks or tables, admiring the docket board and the warden board, looking at the opportunities that might be available to you tonight. All of you are kind of just casually lingering in the agency building when suddenly the door flies open. 2 Lord's Alliance guards come running in, tripping over themselves, practically stumbling in the direction of the reception counter. The reception counter being afforded by a member of the agency. There's an exchange of words, and then the receptionist points behind themselves to the 5 of you lingering, staring at the goblins singing in their drunken stupors. One of the Lord's Alliance guards comes tripping over and stumbling over and looks at the 5 of you and goes, uh, um, I don't know really how to start. Anyways, we've just been from one of the Lord's dinner parties, and he's dead. We kept the place locked down, but we really need you all to come with us to investigate what happened. It's all under wraps. If the word gets out that one of the lords has been killed, this could go really bad. I've got my best guards on it, but we could really use your help.
Sounds like to me that you need to say your prayers, sir.
Oh,
Get a
why?
cleric in there and bring him back.
Well,
Well, I hadn't thought about
yeah,
that.
well,
Well, we
I-
probably should be off.
Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah. I
let's,
mean, I hadn't. So, are any of you a cleric?
yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I
Oh,
hadn't thought about
Warren,
that.
let's go.
Yeah, please follow me. So all of you kind of, so before you rush out the office,
Mhm.
there are a few things that you can grab on the way out. There are 5 superior healing potions available, so each one of you can grab one of those. You do have
Nice.
access to the basic and the common equipment, armor, and weapon list. So if there's anything you want to grab last minute on your way out, you can do that as well.
Okay, what about and all my components? I have all my components.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at that. Me too.
What the heck? Look at all these pouches I have on me. Weird. Let's go.
Yep, I got everything that I need.
Okay, and with
Tulsa
that,
Doom is good.
all right, with that, all of you go rushing out the main door of the agency office. Looking right and left, you watch as the 2 guards lead you down the main dragon street. It is busy. The festivals are in full flight. Many different things are going on all around you at this point. As you stumble down this busy street, you do begin to realize you're being directed into a very secluded and exclusive area of the South Ward. Um, in fact, as you become closer in this area, you begin to realize that there is one particular lord of a member of the Lord's Alliance. He goes by the name of Torvald. He you begin to realize that he actually kind of oversees and manages much of the situation within the South Ward. And you begin to realize that if Torvald is the one that's been found dead, this truly could become a problem. His influence and his overall understanding of the relationship between the Lord's Alliance and the recent renaissance of Waterdeep is, well, needless to say, he is one of the founding members of this new relationship with the citizenry of Waterdeep. As you stumble through the dark, being led by the guards, you are led to a very, very nice residential section. Once within the section, you begin to realize that there is a rather fine garden here. This garden area, you can see a heavy iron gate that leads into the main garden space. The Lord's Alliance guards have already opened it. You can see that on the outside of the door of the residential quarters that you're heading towards, it is a 2-story structure, quite large, ornate, very well designed, very ostentatious. Everything you would expect it to be as a member of the Alliance. The guard there opens the door. One of the 2 guards stands outside the door with the other one. All of you are brought into this space, and what you see on this particular floor is a massive banquet hall. There are 2 very long tables with seating at it. There are a series of smaller tables with seating as well. There's anywhere from 10 to a dozen individuals milling around in this space. In the upper left-hand corner of the room, you can see a small stairwell leading to a door that's currently guarded by one of the Alliance guards. To your right, in the very center of the right wall, you can see another guard positioned at another staircase. The thing that immediately attracts all of your attention, other than the individuals kind of cloistered, murmuring amongst each other, is that you can see what looks to be a body slouched over in a chair at the head of the table. You immediately recognize the Lord's chair. You immediately recognize the body itself. But let me go ahead and set up the camera for you. And we will take a look at what you can see. Give me 1 second here. Oh, good. My new overlay did fit the battle cam better. That makes me happy. There we go. So, as you can see, the tables are busy with individuals talking amongst themselves. On the far right-hand side of the two tables that are set up, you can see what looks like a desiccated corpse that is slumped over, part on the chair and part on the table. It is wearing what you would consider to be very nice finery, a long robe, silken tunics, silken pants, high leather boots. There is a thin wisp of hair off the desiccated skull. And with that, you kind of, the Lord's Alliance Guard kind of points over towards where the Lord is and says, "That's where Lord Torvald is. All of us only looked away for maybe a minute, and when we looked back, he looked like that." This was maybe about...
Oh, looked away at the same minute?
Well, I mean, not the exact moment, but there was quite... Well, I don't really remember, really. I'm sorry.
Fire, do your
This
thing.
is very
Bring
interesting.
this poor boy back.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna look at the desiccated corpse.
All right.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna ask, what do we think happened here?
I think he died.
Great Scott!
Astute
know.
observation.
I know. My powers of observation astound even me.
You crack me up, lady. So with that, Fire, you're heading over to the corpse at the end of the table?
Yes, I'm going to check the desiccated body.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
looking
an
at it.
investigation check first. And while you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna
got
go
a natty
over.
20.
I'm gonna go over to one of the guards over by the left stairwell.
Okay. Renard, you head over to one of the guards. River and Thulsa and Tinker, what are you doing?
River's gonna walk over to the what looks like a food table there and just kind of give it a glance over and see if there's anything that he noticed suspicious about it.
Okay. Sounds good. Tinker and Thulsa?
Thulsa's gonna go to the closest person that's wandering around and just start asking them what they saw or what happened there, if they could describe it to me.
Okay. And Miss Tinkerton, what are you doing?
I'm actually going to go up to each one of our party members. I'm like, here you go. Take this potion just in case. It might do something interesting.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Okay.
I got 3 experimental potions. They
Thank
do
you.
interesting things. It's a roll. But it does good things.
Who did you give them to?
I have 3 of them, so each... Oh, okay. So, the people I'm closest to, I guess.
I got a natty 20 on my investigation.
What's your total roll with the 20?
20.
So whoever wants to actually take, out of you 4, whoever wants to take an experimental potion, I'm going to give you one.
I'll take
There's
one.
3 of them.
River will take one, sniff it with excitement, and put it in his bag.
That sounds lovely.
Does that mean you're taking one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Does
All
that
right,
mean
that's
you're
2.
taking
Thulsa's
one?
gonna hold up his hand and say, I think I'll pass on this one.
Renard will take one.
All right, that's all 3.
So, with that, we'll
Just
start
tell me
off
when
with...
you want to take it, because it's a roll.
Well, we'll start off with Fire. Fire, as you hover over this desiccated body, it's hard to believe, looking at it, that this person has just died recently. It looks like they've been dead for years. The body itself almost appears to be slightly mummified. It's very strange. As you linger over the body, examining it, You don't see any immediate marks of attack or damage. Your immediate inclination is to think that this might be cursed related because of the sudden way the body appears. You're not entirely sure what's going on here, but
Okay.
it definitely looks strange. It definitely doesn't make a lot of sense. All of his jewelry's still on him. Everything he's wearing looks brand new, like he was just wearing it. And it's strange to look at.
I'm going to relay that to the party. This is very strange.
But he is dead, right? Not some kind of illusionary death of deathiness.
I'm going to poke the corpse.
Your finger goes right through the tissue paper skin.
Yep, he's real.
Ew.
Glorious.
River.
That's really interesting.
River, give me
I-
an investigation check, please.
Let's see.
Oh, a 6.
6. It looks like a banquet table of many kind of mixed exotic foods, both locally and from regions outside of Waterdeep. There's meats, cheeses, fruits, vegetables of all kind. There's a variety of alcoholic beverages kind of strewn along the back side of the table as well. It would appear most of everything has been proffered from a bit, almost like everyone's had a little bit from the food and drink that is located here. From what you can tell, nothing particular seems out of the ordinary. Thulsa, give me a perception check, please.
Perception.
While they're doing that, can I ritual cast detect magic?
Go for it.
Okay.
I got a 13.
13. As you kind of linger a bit, looking around the room, trying to get a gauge and an understanding for what's might be going on here. The variety of individuals here are head of guild members, head of major mercantile establishments. Just about everybody that would be on an A list appears to be here. None of them look suspicious. None of them look unusual. Although the meat cooking over the fire does strike your fancy a bit. You don't recognize what it is they're making, and it kind of intrigues you a little bit. There are at least 2 people off to the right who seem to be in deep conversation and kind of staring over where fire is currently kind of examining the body. And they seem to be taking a bit of an interest in that. But other than that, the crowd seems very kind of muted and kind of reserved considering the gravity of what just happened.
Does anybody seem like scared?
Give me an insight check.
All right, hang on.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna also ritual cast detect poison while I'm by the food.
Good to know. Yep, go for it. Renard.
I would like to
I got a
ritually
natural
cast.
1, so I got a 4 on my insight.
Nice. Renard, you make your
You
way.
know everything.
Renard, you've made your way over to the guard, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. He's standing there at the top of the stairs, looking at you. He sees your approach. He kind of nods in your direction, recognizing that you're a member of the Waterdeep Detective Agency. He just kind of watches you approach. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just I was kind of curious about what happened to the Lord at the end of the table.
Oh, well, he's dead.
Well, do you know how that came about?
No, I believe my captain went and got you lot, 'cause you're the smart ones that know how things like that happen.
Yeah, but we actually weren't here when it happened, so maybe you
Wow.
could have a little bit of insight into that.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Can I do an inside check on him? Oh,
Um,
persuasion?
Yeah, start with
Okay.
persuasion first. Based on your persuasion, I might give you advantage on insight. Thulsa, everybody looks just very like concerned and worried. There's no one here that appears to be scared.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over to the fire, the cooking meat on the fire.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
16. He just kind of looks at you. Now give me insight with advantage.
Okay. That's a 19.
19. He seems a little standoffish, almost kind of like put out by the fact he's being asked questions, but he seems genuine in his confusion as to why you may be inquiring with him. However, he does give up a little bit of information. Well, my understanding was they had doused most of the lights to sing him happy birthday because, today's Lord Torvald's birthday. There was a little bit of light, but when he blew out the candles on his cake, you could kind of see it all smeared over there on the table. But when they blew out the candles and we put the lights back on, well, he kind of looked like that afterwards.
Huh.
And Robert,
That's really interesting.
You might want to move your mic a little bit further away. We can hear you
Okay.
breathe. Yeah, we can hear you breathe.
I got it as far away as I can.
There we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, he says,
Okay.
yeah, if you look at the end of the table there, you can see where
Sorry.
his face kind of fell into the cake. After he, after he blew out the candles. Looks like your Tabaxi friend over there is checking things out as well. That's all I remember. I mean, my job was to stand here and just keep an eye on things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, thanks for the information, and I'll start making my way over to my other Tabaxi friend.
Okay. Miss Tinkerton, while all this is going on, you're watching as River is casting and doing some intense investigation in regards to the table of food. It looks like Fire might be preparing a detect magic spell to examine the immediate area as well. You're watching as Thulsa is making his way over to where the roasted spitted meat is over the fire. And then you watch as Renard is finishing his conversation, making his way over to where Fire is currently examining the corpse. You have handed out your 3 potions to everybody. What are you doing?
Well, I was actually like, since he's already dealing with the thing on the fire, is there anything that looks like it needs identify? Like something that's strange, like it's giving off weird aura.
Give me a perception check. See if you pick up on anything.
That's an 11 plus things. Perception 17 or 7, so 18.
18. Looking around, immediately nothing looks too out of the ordinary. I mean, this looks like a pretty typical high-end banquet hall setup. Lots of food, casks of alcohol, typical dinner party guests. Looking around, though, there is a particular crate of lemons to the far left of the hall, and it doesn't look very disturbed. There does seem to be 2 lemons lying on the ground, and they almost appear like they might have been stepped on.
I will go over to the lemons, pulling out my sonic wand of power. And it's going to make a whirl sound, and I'm going to identify the lemons with ritually with my sonic wand.
You have identified them as lemons.
Nothing interesting pops out on them.
No, staring down at the squished lemons, it's almost like something with a very large imprint of some sort kind of squished these things. Give me a survival check.
Oof, that's not so good. 7 plus 2, so 9.
Yeah, hard to tell what did it. Looking at it, it does look like something compressed these lemons, squished them on the floor. Looking over to where fire is, it seems to be in between the banquet tables and this location. You do, however, see a continuation of citrus leavings. Back to you, fire. You finish casting the detect magic spell. Looking at everything here, there is a slight alteration of energy coming from the corpse. You get the sense that it might mean he was cursed. You also begin to recognize that the source of that could potentially be the candles that are now glowing with like a red evocation style magic that are kind of splayed out on the table. For you, River, as you finish casting Detect Poison, you begin to realize that all the food has some kind of poison associated with it.
Oh, jeez.
Guys, I'm gonna let them know this food is not good. Do not eat this food.
Yeah, don't light the candles and smell the blow
Don't
them
worry,
out.
the lemons are
Yeah.
just lemons.
Yeah, candles. Yeah, guys, huddle up. The candles are cursed. We need to remove the curse on this guy.
With that, you notice
It'll
that
look great on
Renard,
birthday wish.
Thulsa, Fire, you're pretty much close together now. River kind of calls out from the table of food to be careful, it's poisoned. And it would seem that Miss Tinkerton is examining some citrus that has spilled out onto the ground at this point.
The citrus. Don't worry, it's just citrus. They're not magical.
It's just lemon.
Not magical lemons.
Don't worry, everyone. I have it covered.
It's good to know. They're not magical lemons. Okay.
He's dead. Lesser restoration wouldn't help him at all, so I don't think I should bother with that.
No.
Even though he was
No, we'd have to remove the curse on him and then revivify it and then lesser resto likely. Or not revivify, it's too long for that. Raise dead. So, who wanted him dead?
I'm gonna walk over to the crowd of people who seem unfazed by all of this and unworried, and just casually ask for an ale and see if ask what brings them all here tonight for this gathering.
Okay. You make your way over towards. Give me a perception check.
Is all the ale poison too?
Yum.
17.
17. You do see what appears to be a hired barmaiden. She is over by where Miss Tinkerton is. You make your way over there. I'm. Can I get you something? Are you supposed to drink on duty?
Of course. Why else would you make drinks if I wasn't supposed to drink? I'll have an ale, one for me and one for all of my friends.
Give me a persuasion check.
13.
13. Oh, okay. She begins to grab some flagons. She starts filling them up from the cask immediately behind her. She fills all five. She fills all 5 of them up, sets them on the on the small surface of the barrel. Hands the flagon over to you.
So wasn't
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna ritually cast Purify Food and Drink, and then hand them out to the party and tell them to mingle, that there's news to be found.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not
So the
milk. I
question-
don't want to drink it.
I'm just going to hold it like I'm socializing with alcohol in hand.
Well, I thank you for this ale. That'd be great.
Right. So here's our question, Fire. Shall we try to bring back the Lord now, find out who's trying to kill him, then try to bring him back, or should we just follow the person?
That's assuming he knows who's trying to kill him.
Very true, but most people know who their enemies are.
I mean,
Though he may have more than he could know.
he's not going anywhere, and he can be brought back anytime between now and 10 days, as long as his
Right,
body's
then.
still there.
Shall we follow the lemon trail now?
Fire, give me a religion check, please.
Okidoki. 18.
18. The odd thing about his condition,
Yeah.
you get the feeling that whatever this effect was to create the condition of appearing to be dead for a long time.
Okay.
You're not really sure if bringing him back is possible.
That's true. I don't know if bringing him back is possible.
Well, there's always worth trying, but maybe trying later. Let us go. Let's
Can
follow.
you dispel the ability the way it makes him look like this?
Well, I have lesser restoration, which I don't think will dispel someone who is already dead.
Well, but that's. I mean, he's slightly glowing. What was he slightly glowing with?
You get the feeling that some kind of curse has been used.
I think it's a curse. You can't just dispel a curse. You have to stop a curse, like remove a curse.
Ah.
It has to be actually remove curse. I don't think a lesser restoration does that.
I don't.
Just a second.
Thulsa's gonna investigate the meat on the fire.
Yeah, blind, deaf, poison, and
give me
paralyzed.
Give me a since you're investigating the meat specifically, Thulsa. Do you have any proficiencies in nature or survival?
Survival.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Oh, 23.
Yeah, this is not a creature that you recognize at all. You're not even really sure what the hell this thing is.
Is that the meat?
I'll let everybody know that this seems to be of some strange animal they were cooking here.
I would like to walk over and use my wand and try to identify the meat. Is it
you watch? I mean, I'm getting a hint of Doctor Who going on here.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
As Miss Tinkerton kind of hears that from Thulsa, she kind of flurries over to the meat with her wand and taps at it, and she regales you with a description of meat.
Dead meat.
Oh look!
I'm wondering.
No.
I'm wondering if I might have any familiarity with what kind of creature this was.
Give me a. Are you proficient in either nature or survival?
Both.
Which one are you better in?
Survival.
Give me a survival check.
15.
15. With Thulsa's description and your understanding of this, the two of you kind of look at each other strangely and then look at the meat. You both notice that something has been removed that would possibly indicate that this thing is insectoid in appearance, that the chitin-like covering has been removed, and this is made of some kind of insect meat of some sort. You don't recognize it, but it's definitely not what you'd call typical fare.
I'm gonna ask one of the closest people if they know what this thing is.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I don't eat meat. I eat only vegetables. Thank you very much. That
Okay,
looks
thank you.
disgusting.
How does it smell? Does it smell good?
No.
With my alchemy background, would I know if this was potentially a poisonous thing?
Are they all just eating poison? They're all just
know.
eating poison. Have they? Does the food look like it's been like eaten on?
It does. There's slices of it missing. And
But was
with
that
your out,
poisoned?
has anyone checked it for poison?
Well,
Yes, it was
his detect
poisoned.
poison was still up, right?
If it's
It
still
lasts
how
10 minutes.
if it does it last 10 minutes, River?
It lasts 10 minutes.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it's still up. So as Miss Tinkerton is kind of like pondering at it, and even Fire is like noticing that slices of meat are missing, your magical aura that's kind of oscillating around it, the fume and smell that it's giving off definitely has a poisonous effect to it.
Okay, and all the rest of the food that he's already noticed that was poisoned, does that look like it's been touched too and eaten and whatnot?
Correct.
So they've all been poisoned. Huh.
The point is, should we notify them all that they're potentially going to turn into mummies?
Well, that was a curse. That wasn't the poison.
Yes. Fine. They're all going to fall over and die.
Or they're all immune to poison.
Thulsa's gonna ask a different person that's close to me. Who's the cook or who's responsible for the food here?
Give me a persuasion check. Hey, Robert, do me a favor. When you're not talking, mute your mic for me. That's kind of a standard for everybody. That way, if there's any background bleed, I can not. I can hear people.
I got a 9.
9. Yeah, you don't really see a chef around. You kind of look to talk to somebody, and now give me perception with disadvantage.
Perception. 25.
25. That was with disadvantage?
I rolled a 26 and a 25.
Good Lord. Freaking Larfin.
Used up all my good rolls.
I can actually see his rolls and can confirm that. Yeah, he's definitely rolling better than me.
Yeah, with that, looking around, it is strange. It's quite possible that maybe one of the guards that are posted in front of one of those stairwell doors might lead to a kitchen. But there's no sign of a chef. There's no sign of any kind of like person that you could immediately identify that would be responsible for preparing the food. There's just mostly a couple servants here that have been serving it, the barmaid and one kind of wispy looking gentleman with a tray of now empty food. As you watch, after overhearing all of you talk about the poison, he just kind of sets the tray down on the table and looks at it very suspiciously, and then looks at the room kind of suspiciously as well. But there doesn't seem to be an identifiable chef anywhere.
They must have.
So I'll go ask the guard then. Where's the kitchen, or where's this food coming from?
Okay. While you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to look at the lemon juice that's on the ground and see if I can discern where the foot trail's going.
Give me your survival check on that. Okay. With advantage, because Miss Tinkerton is going to be helping you. And the rest of you, what are you doing?
I am observing the people who were eating the food to see if they're showing any signs of dying.
Give me a perception check for death.
Okay.
How many of these living people look dead to me?
How many of these living people look like they are starting to show some wear and tear?
That one definitely looks like a zombie. She's vegan.
Precisely.
I'm just gonna walk around the room and kind of casually look around for any
21.
suspicious markings.
Okay.
That was a 30 on my.
Nice survival.
Yeah.
River, give me, excuse me, guys. River, give me a perception check while you casually walk around the room. Fly casual.
Jason, do you need me to get you some water? Oh no, you have
A
water.
dirty 20.
Okay. As all this is playing out, Fire, you're kind of examining, keeping an eye on people. All of them have overheard your guys' conversation.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem very nervous. They're looking at the banquet table. They're looking at their drinks that they're setting down. They're looking at each other. They're kind of, kind of clearing their throats with a little bit of nervousness, but nothing that looks obvious.
Nothing that looks deathy.
Yeah. For you, Renard, you can see that the leavings continue all the way underneath both tables. And then there's a little hint of citrus juice and citrus peelings, almost like something has inadvertently, while invisible, walked through, like bumped into it, walked through the citrus. And then you could see some sign that they did something near the surface of the table in front of his lordship. River, you're watching this go on. You notice that Fire is kind of like examining the crowd. You're kind of meandering, sipping at your ale as you're walking through the crowd. The odd thing is, no one seems to be in a suspicious kind of reality here. They all seem genuinely more concerned about themselves than what has happened to Torvald, which is odd, although that might indicate that the person who's done this is not actually standing visibly to be seen. Thulsa, as you stand there interviewing the guard, asking them questions, what did you ask him again? Oh,
I'm asking him where the kitchen was or where the food's
right.
coming from.
Oh, his lordship doesn't keep a kitchen. I believe he had this catered. It came in from one of the more wealthy kitchens down the way. Strange fellow that runs that place, but good food. Not sure why we'd be worried about that, but he's well established. His name is Krennic. He's been cooking for many of the High Lords for the better part of 2 or 3 years. Bit of a volatile individual, but his food's always well known. I believe him and his mates brought it earlier this afternoon, well before the dinner started. But we don't have, his lordship doesn't have a kitchen here. He doesn't like to cook. He doesn't usually hire chefs or cooks.
So this person left already?
Oh, well, yeah, they left this afternoon. They wouldn't be here. I don't think he was here. I don't remember seeing Critic anywhere. Totals are notoriously strange folk, but he usually tends to sleep through the evening and he's awake mostly during the day. But yeah, I don't believe he's here.
Okay, thank you.
You can't see invisibility with detect magic, can you?
You would be able to see some kind of magical displaced aura, and looking around the tail end of your detect magic kicks in as you're kind of looking and walking. You don't sense a displaced magical bubble anywhere.
Okay.
Does the lemon trail?
I relay the information to the rest of the party about what I saw.
Okay.
Does the lemon trail just end?
Yeah, it just goes in between the tables and it ends right at Torval.
I see.
So Torval stepped in the lemons, crawled under the table, and then sat down in his chair.
Since all the food is poisoned,
I don't
must
think
be a
that's
murder
accurate.
suicide. Case closed. He wanted to die, and everyone with him.
He poisoned all the food so that he'd kill everybody for his birthday. Okay, case closed.
I'm gonna walk over towards the general area of where the lemon trail leads us, and I'm gonna
Okay.
try to cast fairy fire and see if anything in that 20-foot radius would be brought from an invisible and outlined in fairy fire.
It lights up. Yeah, it lights up the area. Kind of oscillates slightly with all the different hues of colors. Pulses out into the radius of effect. Nothing is there.
That's exactly what I feared.
So right now, where is everybody? Are you guys all gathered down by the corpse at this point?
Well, I was talking to the guard, wherever that guard was.
Okay.
I think
And
he was
we
off
were
to the left.
we were following the
Okay.
lemon trail, so it's probably by the corpse at this point.
I'm by the
Okay.
corpse.
Let me position
Yeah, I'd
everybody.
make my way back towards the corpse from where I was looking at the lemons at.
Great, he's gonna come to life and attack the dead guy.
Oh man.
And a red dragon appears.
Again?
The corpse turns into a giant red dragon.
A bony red dragon, like one of the
Oh.
necromantic ones.
An undead red dragon.
Yeah.
Draco Lich.
Draco Lich. Yeah. Wait, Jason, do you have a Draco Lich?
Yes, I
He's got
do.
a big red dragon.
I do have a Draco Lich, actually.
That's awesome.
So with that, as all of you are gathered around the corpse, one of the guests or individuals, she saunters over and she goes, "Look, he's dead. We can all see that. I mean, there's nothing any of us can do about this. Can we go home, please? All you seem to be doing," and she kind of just looks at all of you, and she reaches down and she grabs one of the candles that's kind of rolled to the side of the table.
Don't
As
touch
she goes to blow at it, and then you just watch as her facial features shred into pieces. Her body begins to split open, and this weird arachnid type creature explodes out of her form as a huge scream erupts from the crowd. I need everybody to roll for initiative, please.
It's
What in the world just happened?
Here we
Aliens.
go.
Huh. I
18.
expected another mummy, not, yeah. Huh.
She turned
Interesting.
into
19.
a erected. But here's the question. Is she intentionally? Is she to herself and now been turned into this? Or is it an illusion?
Or the
That's a
question
big
is,
spider.
was she initially an arachnid that was pretending to be a person and the curse just made it show her real form?
Well, she just blew on the candle.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of, I don't know, pomp and circumstance.
All right.
Spiders.
Or a
25.
spider.
Who got 25 through 20?
I got
22 for
18.
Tulsa.
I got 26 for Renard.
All right. Thulsa with a 22. Renard with a 26. It's easier for me to do it this way because I can't really look at chat or else I'll break the camera. It's one of the fun things about. It's one of the in the future I've got my new desktop that's been shipped. So when I have my new studio setup going, I won't have to worry about this so much. So Thulsa with a 22, Renard with a 26, 19 or higher.
River got a 19.
River the 19.
I got 14.
18.
18 for Tinker. And then 14 for Fire.
Yep.
The Arachnid got a 32.
You mean it got a 12? Yeah. Yeah, 12.
So it's going to go first. So this crazy creature just suddenly erupts out, and the remains of the body that it just erupted out of is just kind of like squirming on the ground. The flesh has been shredded.
Squirming? Like moving? Like
Yeah,
she's still moving?
Yeah, because the arachnid's still kind of shaking off the skin. So the rest of the flesh and meat of the person kind of falls away from the arachnid.
twitching.
And I would
Poor
say, Fire, you're gonna watch as two massive arachnid pincers come down to strike at you.
Ow! No, that's not okay. I'm gonna dodge.
That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
This is probably what they ate.
That's going to be 32
Or what
points.
you eat, after all.
It's gonna be
I'm gonna make it not hit me though. How do I make it not hit me?
That's going to be 32
Do you
points.
have shield?
32 points of piercing damage.
No, I don't have shield, but I have like
A
Second
shield.
second pincer, that's going to be a 21.
yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 29 points of piercing damage. You then watch as the rear portion of the arachnid kind of swells up briefly, and thorny protrusions kind of begin to stick out around its like carapace-like armor, and then hundreds of darts just explode out of the rear section of this arachnid creature. I need everybody to make dex saves, please.
Uncanny dodge.
Good to know.
That would be an 11.
7.
11 and 7 will fail.
I got a dirty 20.
20 will
Oh,
pass.
can I
18.
add my inspiration to maybe survive to succeed it?
Go for it.
Does 18 count?
Now it's a 12 because I added a 1.
Still fails, and 18 fails as well. So, as hundreds of needle-like bony darts shred into all of you, with the exception of Renard, who kind of with his roguish
28.
Hey, you said
ability shifts out of the way.
okay.
Let me roll for damage really quick. So for those of you that did not save, you take 19 points of piercing damage. For those that you did save,
Wonderful.
take half of 19. And Uncanny Dodge, does that let you have it again? I forget, with rogues.
Yeah, it's a rogue.
Okay.
Uncanny dodge. Yeah.
So have it again. So I think you only take 4 points of piercing damage, Renard. With that, it's now, that was its bonus action. Its actions were its pincer strikes. It
Are those
is...
count as missiles?
Say that, what?
So do those count as missiles?
Yes, they would count as missiles.
Because I have deflect missiles attack. Deflect missiles?
As a
You
I
reaction?
do too.
Catch them.
Yeah. Does that count? Would that work?
As a reaction, absolutely.
Yeah, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged attack, weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 6. If you reduce the damage to 0 and you have a free hand, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack. I don't want to do that, but or maybe I do.
Yeah, I've got the same thing, Jason.
Okay, go for
Yeah.
it. Use your
Yeah, you
reaction
can send
to do
it
that.
back.
I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay,
Well, I
go
don't
for
want to
it.
spend a key. I don't think I want to spend a key point for that. I think I only have 3.
How much damage was it, Jason?
I just want to
19?
deflect it.
It was 19 points of damage if you failed.
But I saved, so I can do. I
Oh.
can just 1d10.
Correct.
Yeah, I deflected mine, so mine didn't hit me.
I got a.
Well, you have to roll to
6.
reduce your damage. Correct?
Well, mine's 1d10 plus 20, so even if I roll a 1, it's 21. So
Yep. So you're good. You knock the darts,
Yep.
the bony darts out of the way.
I got 12, so I don't take any.
Yeah.
Of that.
At the last minute, deflecting the darts away from you and out and away. After all of those protrusion, after all those like darts spread out, you guys hear all of the crowd kind of shriek with terror and begin to collapse to the ground.
Uh-oh.
So with that, Renard, you are up, and then Thulsa, you're on deck.
All right, I'm going to activate my Flame Tongue Rapier, and I'm going to run up and take a couple swipes at the arachnid.
Go for it. All right, go for it. Roll to hit. As the crowd is dispersing, shrieking, and running towards the exit.
The first one was a 22, and the second one was a 24.
The 22 will miss. The 24 will hit.
Okay. And that's, I gotta pull it up here. Gotta get the right dice.
Oh, I missed that sound.
That's
Sound of rolling dice.
That's 21 points of damage.
Okay. You guys watch as Renard kind of
flame damage.
21 points of flame damage. You guys watch as Renard reacts to this creature erupting. His first rapier bouncing off the heavy armor. The second rapier just with flame coursing out of it, sticking in between the chitin-like armor of the arachnid, finding meat, and it's like an explosion of just meat and smoke from the strike, kind of sizzling backwards. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to disengage and go back 30 feet from it.
Okay.
And that would be all.
All right, that'll finish Renard's turn. Thulsa, you are up. River, you're on deck.
So where am I right now in this on the map?
You are in base with the creature. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. You are right here.
Okay. I'm gonna move into a flanking position then, in base with the creature, to try and get flanking.
All right, yeah, I forgot you were over by the guard, talking with the guard.
Yeah. And then I will attack twice with my magical quarterstaff.
Okay, go for it.
14 will miss, and 24. Will that hit?
24 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Sweet. Oh, that one won't roll. There it goes. So 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You guys watch
And
as
I'm gonna use flurry of blows. I'll spend 1 key point to make 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay. Go for it.
And let's see, I got a 24 will hit, and 15 will miss. So this one will hit. 11 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah! Hold on a sec. Something went wonky with my Discord. Hold on. Why did it do that? I didn't want to do that. There it goes. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. Sometimes my Discord does that to me. Sorry, do that again for me, Thulsa. What'd you say?
I hit him twice. The first one was 12, I think, and the second one was 11 points of damage.
So 23
total.
23
and
total.
I use an open hand technique, so this creature can't take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay. So no reactions on that one. Good to know. You guys watch as Thulsa comes tearing across from the other side of the room. skirting around the tables and flanking the arachnid. He goes in with his staff at first, twice. The first one bouncing off the armor of the creature. The second one finding home. He watches some of the plate of the chitin armor just cracks and meat kind of shatter off. And then you watch as he follows up with, you did unarmed strike, right?
Yes.
You watch as he follows up, two hammer blows, one seeming bouncing off, the other one finding meat and armor, and then he stops, opens up his hand, and then distracts the creature as he stays in base with it. So that'll finish your turn, Thulsa?
Yes.
All right, River, you are up, and Tinkerton, you're on deck.
I'm going to just take a slight step to the side to put this table between me and the beast, and I'm going to bring my hands up kind of like I'm cupping water, and I'm just going to blow. And I'm going to say, light this beast, cast fairy fire on it.
Okay. No
It's a
save,
dex
right?
save, 17.
Oh, it's deck save, yeah.
That's all of us, though, isn't it?
I believe so. Anybody in base with it, right? What's the range on that, on fairy fire again, Riv?
Oh, it's 20 feet.
So I'll say you center it in such a way that it only affects the arachnid. Normally, when you cast anything that has like a radius effect, I know it's a little trickier because the battle cam is limited on everything it can show, but you always want to try to position those kind of effect spells in such a way, or describe the position in such a way that you don't want to affect your other party members, or else it would have advantage on them. You watch as the blue, yellow, and green hued light kind of bounces into existence and starts to flourish and oscillate around the arachnid, lighting it up for those of you attacking it. Anything else you want to do, Riv?
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay, go for it.
And so I'll recover 6 healing.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay. Tinkerton, you are up. Fire, you're on deck.
Glorious. So this this spider lady is extremely rude. I'm going to summon my construct. Toto,
Okay.
come defend me.
What does Toto look
And
like?
Hopefully a
He
dog.
is a spirit construct. A construct spirit, so he just kind of appears like kind of like he's not there, but he's definitely a actual thing that does damage. And he takes his attacks after me, and I don't have to use my bonus action to do it, but I don't have a bonus action at this time. So I'm gonna have him appear. It has a range of 90 feet, so it should be able to go right in base with the
Yep.
spider lady.
Right. Yep, it's right alongside you, right to your left. Can't really see it. Here, let me pivot.
Okay. It's going to appear metal for one
Okay.
thing, because I think
Good
I
to
get to
know.
choose between stone or metal here.
Correct. Yep.
So I'm choosing metal, and this
Okay.
creature is going to hit her.
It doesn't
And,
suffer. It doesn't suffer from summoning sickness.
I don't even know where it would say that.
It should say in the description of the spell or the effect of whatever you're trying to do.
It says the creature takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys your verbal commands. No action required. If you don't issue any, it takes a dodge action and uses its move to avoid danger.
Yep. It doesn't say suffering from summoning sickness. You're good. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Well, since I don't have a bonus action at this time, because most of them are other things, I'm like more spell stuff. I'm going to just have him attack.
Okay.
Because his turn is right after mine.
Go for it.
And heating metal. Yeah. I suck at rolling. I'm guessing this is a strength, so that would be only 11.
Yeah, you watch as your construct reaches out, slams into it, his hand bouncing off the chitin armor of the arachnid. Anything else you can do?
Not at this time.
Okay, that'll finish your turn. Fire, you are up.
Okay.
I will be getting my guns out, though. Sorry.
Okay. I am in base with it, right? Like up close and flipping personal.
Yep.
Right. Okay. I am going to stab it with a dagger
Go for it.
because it's right there. I'm gonna stab it, or at least I'm gonna try. We gotta words. 25.
25 will hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll for damage.
Okay. Not that much damage, but it's okay. Stab it. Ooh, 4 plus 4, 8. 8 points of dagger damage. I'm gonna leave
8 points
the
of dagger
in it.
damage.
8
Okay.
points of dagger damage. I'm gonna leave the dagger in it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to spend 1 key point, and I am going to punch it. The flurry of blows.
Flurry of bows.
A
Pink
flurry of
bows come
blows.
flurrying out of your hands.
Yes. I'm gonna try and stab it twice. One is a 19.
All your guys' attacks have advantage.
Oh right, I forgot
Because
that.
of fairy
Okay.
fires. So go ahead and re-roll, Emily, for
The other-
your
the-
construct.
Oh, I didn't get a 20.
Oh.
So
I forgot it actually gets 2 attacks, but we'll do that later, I guess. What was it? You needed a roll for something?
Well, yeah, he's got advantage because it's lit up with fairy fire right now.
lit up with fairy
Oh,
fire.
that's right. So that attack actually get a second attack?
Correct.
No,
Or it gets
just,
gets
Advantage.
2.
advantage.
Just gets advantage.
Yeah. He does have a second attack. I scrolled down and he has multi-attack.
That's
Nice.
fine. Roll. Make the second attack and do it with advantage as well.
Okay. Man, I am rolling so low. I got a 1 and a 9.
Yeah, that'll miss as well. The construct having a hard time getting through the armor of this creature. Fire, what'd you get?
The first blow I got was a 19, and the second one is a 26.
The 26 will hit. Your first blow bouncing off the armor. Your second blow finding meat and exposure of the creature.
And that one is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to move away from him because I am not, like fully, yeah. I don't want to be in close combat. I do not
Normally he
enjoy
would get an
that.
attack of opportunity, but because
He does
of
not.
because of
Because
Thulsa,
I have
correct?
the mobile feat. No,
Oh,
not because of Thulsa. I have the mobile feat.
okay. So where are you going?
I just want it the other side of the table.
Okay.
He
That's
wouldn't
out
get
of.
the opportunity attack anyway because he doesn't have reactions.
Even if he did, he couldn't hit me because I hit him, so I do not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Well, you don't even have to hit him. You just have to attack him.
Yes.
All right.
And difficult terrain, so walking over the table does not impact my movement.
Does not. So that'll wrap up round 1. We're now at the top of round 2. The arachnid is now going to go. Reacting to Thulsa. It's going to spin around on you, Thulsa.
Bring it on. Well, that thing's ugly.
It really is.
I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
Exciting.
I mean, it looks like Cthulhu, a crab, and well, I'm not going to mention what else it looks like.
So with that, you've got 2 pincer strikes coming at you, Thulsa. The first one is a 27.
That'll hit.
And the second one is a 19.
That'll miss.
Okay. Just one pincer strike. That is 31 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And it's going to take its third strike on you. It's going to use its bite this time instead of the other effect. That's only a 15. That'll miss as well. The creature's slashing at you, biting at you as you seem to have gotten its attention. It seems also very confused by the energy floating around it as well, and is currently very much fixated on you. The crowd continues to run away and make their way out the door. All right. The crowd continues to make their way out. The guards are now helping out by rushing the creature as well. That'll finish the creature and the room's turn. Renard, you are up, and Thulsa, you're on deck.
All right, I'm going to run up and engage in the enemy. I get advantage on the attacks, right?
Correct.
Because of fairy fire.
Yes.
Okay, the first attack. Do I also get sneak attack damage?
Because you have advantage, yeah, right?
Correct, because you're flanking.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
in base, and because it's in base with a friendly, you get sneak attack damage on your first attack.
Okay. I with the first one was a 25.
25 will hit.
My damage was 19, and then 22 on top of that was sneak attack. So that's a
Nice.
41 points of damage.
Nice.
And then the second attack was 23 with 12 more points of damage.
Nice.
And it's all this is fire damage as well,
Gotcha.
intermixed.
And it's going to use its legendary action on you because you did more than.
Dare it.
Huh?
I said, how dare it?
I also
Because you
have
did.
mobile as well, and I also disengage.
Okay. So its legendary action, you watch as a smaller version of itself pops out from underneath its armor to try to grapple you. Go ahead and give me athletics or strength save with advantage because if you're mobile.
That is a natural 20.
Woo,
So
nice.
that is a with athletics or acrobatics.
Be a strength save.
Which one? Strength save?
Yep.
Okay, that's just a nat 20, regular 20.
Okay. That's exactly what you needed to save. As you watch the smaller version of itself try to grab onto you and pull it inside of the creature, you manage to dodge underneath it and then shift backwards away from it. Are you going back to the same spot, or how far back are you going?
I was going to go behind it over by that bookcase.
All right. That'll put you directly behind it. Anything else you want to do?
I would like to hide.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
That's a 31.
31. Good to know. And that'll finish your turn. Thulsa, you are up, and River, you're on deck.
Okay, I will swing my quarterstaff at him.
Go for it.
Oh, very first roll, a nat 20. Woohoo!
Nice.
So
So
that was
times 2 or twice the dice, up to you.
I did twice the dice, so it
Okay.
was 12 points total.
12 points total. Okay.
And my second swing with advantage, I don't think I'll need it. I got a 28 and a 21, so the 28 hits, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I did 10 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
I will use a key point and do flurry of blows for 2 unarmed strikes
Okay.
with advantage. 26 and a 15, so the 26 hits.
Yep.
And then the second one is a 21 or a 12. The second one hit. So the second one missed.
Okay.
So the first one did 6 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
I will do my open hand technique again, so it cannot take reactions.
Nice.
And I will move all the way to the back corner where those stairs are, in the back corner.
Okay. Back to the left.
Yeah, top of the screen there, the stairs at the top.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, you did not trigger the legendary action. That'll finish your turn. River, you are up, and Miss Tinker, you're on deck.
So I'm gonna open my hand. I'm gonna say Inferno, and I'm gonna produce a flame, and then I'm gonna throw a fireball at this thing using my cantrip.
Nice.
And that is a 25.
You're doing a fire bolt.
A fireball, produce flame. The cantrip, flame into my hand that I can throw at it.
Oh yeah.
1d8 fire damage.
That's right. That's a ranged attack. What'd you roll to hit?
25.
25 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And it's 23 fire damage.
Nice. That's a nice cantrip. All right.
And then I'm gonna.
I think he's starting to get toasty.
And then as a bonus action, I think it was, who was it that took 30 piercing damage just a moment ago? Thulsa?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm the one that took the damage the first round.
I'm gonna cast as a bonus action healing word on her. Then I think that was fire. That said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it got me like twice. That hurt.
Yeah, your
Yes,
kitty's
that would-
your kitty's not moving. Fire.
So that'll be
Oh,
11
okay.
healing for her.
Okay. 11 points of healing for you, Fire.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Let's hope I live long enough to do it again.
And do you want to move, River? Currently, you're by the large chair where the corpse is, so you're about 15 feet away from the creature.
Yeah, I do. I want to try to move towards the end of the table near the stairs.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. That'll finish River's turn. Tinker, you're up. Fire, you're on deck.
Alrighty then. I'm going to pull out my double barrel sawed off shotgun.
Oh yeah.
That gives me 2 hits for my action and my bonus action.
Okay.
And I still have advantage on this?
Correct. It's still lit up with fairy fire.
Cool. Let's see if I can actually hit this thing, huh? I rolled an 18 plus 5. No, that's for something else. I'm not using any of my alchemy stuff at the moment. We got sharpshooter, but I got it's a plus 8 for the range things. So
26.
26.
That'll
Yes.
definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Cool. 2d8 plus.
You're muted, Fire.
I know. Was I trying to? Was it? It's not my turn though.
No, but it looked like you were trying to say something.
Oh no. I'm eating chips.
You can always tell when Carolyn's doing a lot of math.
Well, you know, she's got to take her shoes off and use her toes too.
Emily, are you there? Oh, maybe we lost her. Might have lost her.
Carolyn, are you there?
Oh,
There's
Emily.
a hole in the space-time continuum.
Yeah,
She's
maybe
typing.
her.
She's typing.
Oh, what is she saying?
What happened?
What happened?
Um,
We know it can hear you.
I'm gonna tell her to leave and come back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she rolled a natural 20.
I think she rolled a natural 20 too.
I think she got a 22.
I think she got a natural 20 and her bonus is like 10.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so she got a 30 and she, you know, rolls D60s for damage and she got like a 50 on both, you know, because she rolled twice for the damage.
Okay, I'm here.
She cast.
Oh, there
Arcane
she
Man.
is.
I'm here. My
Okay.
internet like just died, and I was talking and like, wait, I don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
Well, you were
so
very epic while you were gone. Just
man, I had another roll on that too.
okay. And go.
Okay, did somebody take my other hit, or do I still
No.
roll for it?
Still roll for it.
roll.
We yeah,
Okay.
you just got just because the internet dies doesn't mean you lose your turn.
Okay. That one's a 17 plus 8.
Yep, that'll hit as well.
Cool. I think I was asking how close I was, because the damage actually depends on how close I am.
I would say you're pretty darn close. You're within about 5 feet of him.
I'm within 5 feet.
You're in base. But if you have sharpshooter,
Yeah, okay.
you should be able to do close range shooting.
Yeah, so I'm doing the 2 d8s. The other one, did you get the damage for the first one?
No, I did not. What was it?
It was an 8 and a 6, so it was
14?
6, 12, 13, 14 plus 3, 14, 15, 16, 17 for the first hit.
Okay.
And then the second damage is 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. You guys
And
just
then
watch. You guys just watch as Miss Pinkerton pulls both hammers on her shotgun, doof, doof, right into the creature. It just screeches from the shot.
And then Toto.
Roll for
my minion.
Roll for Toto.
Attack.
I'm getting
Toto.
a new Toto.
Man. Dang. That was 11 plus things. Plus 4. It still didn't do anything.
That'd be a 15.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting a new Toto.
Toto 2.
Toto 2.0.
Tuto.
Toto. All right. Where's Toto? here? Toto,
Well,
Toto.
nobody's allowed in my room
There's
anymore
Waldo.
because my golems have gone missing. My
Uh-oh.
metal golems are gone. I don't know where they went. They're not in their proper spot, so I am not letting people in my studio anymore. That is very annoying. I don't like that.
No.
Everything has its place, and it should be in its place.
Yep, that way when I get up, I can get it and bring it to the table. And the fact that it's not with the other two golems makes me kind of mad. Anyways, Toto will remain the same. What'd you roll to hit?
Oh, it was bad things. The highest one I rolled was like a 15.
Oh yeah, that definitely
Bonus.
misses. Yeah, this thing's pretty
Yeah.
clumsy, but you know, it's still
Yeah.
cool. It's
Toto
still cool
is not
looking.
hitting very well. He's a distraction. He's a distraction.
All right, Fire, you are
Come
up.
on, Toto. It's like I said, with your fist, thumb out, first two knuckles. Come on.
Fire, you are up.
Okay, I am going to cast harm on the critter.
Okay, is there a save for that, or do you have to roll?
It is a con save.
Con save. That is a 23.
Motherfucker. All right, it only takes half. So it takes half, and if it fails the saving throw, but it made this, so it's fine. Okay. I mean, it's not fine. That sucks.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Half of 52.
I like the scowl on River's bear's face right now. That was pretty cool.
Sorry, I'm trying to read spells.
I know, it looks like you're scowling. You know what? Laughing bears always look cool. I don't know what it is. They always look cool.
Programmed from an early age.
Half of 52. That's 26, right? Yes.
Yes, it is. 26
Yes, 26.
points.
So it
Is
takes
that
26 points of damage.
what kind of necrotic? Okay. Good to know. All right. You guys watch as Fire just pulse of necrotic energy comes from her claws at the creature, crashes into the creature, and it just kind of reels back from the effect. You see the necrotic energy kind of peeling across its surface. It's actually starting to look a little rough. I mean, it's starting to finally show some damage.
Okay.
All right, so that'll take us to the top of the third round, I believe. The arachnid is going to go. All the juicy targets left. It's going to take one strike at the guard. That will definitely hit. You watch the guard get bifurcated. It gets stuck sickle style, picked up, and ripped into half.
Bye-bye, Mr. Guard.
Did he die?
Well, he's these two pieces on the ground, so maybe.
He's not happy, that's for sure.
I cast mending.
I was just thinking that.
Oh yeah, mending would totally work.
Miss Tinker, you've got a pincer attack coming at you.
Glorious.
That's going to be a natural 20.
Oh man.
Can't it be poison damage so I'm immune to it?
That's going to be 64 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then, Renard, you've got a thorn tail strike coming at you as you watch the rear lobster tail-like carapace split open and a fleshy kind of protrusion come out with a massive stinger on it, strike down at you. That's going to be That's going to be an 18. You're muted, Renard.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge. 18 does hit.
Oh, it does hit. Okay. I need a con save, please.
Okay. 6. That's not good.
So you take 12 points of piercing damage from the stinger, halved to 6 because of uncanny dodge, and then you take 92 points of poison damage.
Oh.
And you are
That
now
would nearly
poisoned.
kill-
Oh,
Oh, you get the
does
poison
not
damage.
do so good.
Just merely a scratch.
It's just a flesh wound.
I was immune to poison, and it didn't attack me with poison. Seriously.
I don't think I'm going to
Seriously?
be in the back anymore, but could it see me since I was stealthing back there with a 31?
It has true
Did it
sight.
poop on you?
It has
Ah,
what's
okay.
called 360
Oh,
degree.
okay.
Well, I take it back. Tremor sense, because this one I made with tremor sense, so it could actually feel you behind it.
Feel you on the ground.
So it's basically
Slimy
its
and
tremor sense is that it can sense any invisible, hidden, or whatever target within 15 feet of it because of its special ability.
As long as it's on the ground, right?
Well, and that's the fun part about level 15, right? Your opponent's scale, obviously. So I haven't looked at any of your guys' characters. This is one of my homebrew arachnids that I use for my Age of Arcanum game, and I built it to scale out in case that campaign goes a long time. So I wanted to practice it on you guys and see how well it does.
Well, that's what I'm saying with the tremor sense. They see what's on the ground. They don't see what's in the air.
Correct. So a good way to counter tremor sense. So one of the things to think about is so typically you'll get used to it in my games. If I'm using a model, for the most part, the model reflects my homebrew style of development. I mean, if you see insects or arachnids of any kind, think along the lines of their behavior could be insect in nature. And typically the way that most insects kind of understand the world around them is either through specialized optics or their ability to sense things through the fine hairs on their bodies, right? So never be afraid that if you don't have a bonus action, I do allow like bonus action passive perceptions. So if you want to kind of gain some insight from your opponent, but I allow you to expel your bonus action that way too, because a lot of times you don't have a bonus action. Now I know for a rogue, you'll blow through a bonus action every turn because of uncanny dodge for reaction and a lot of other things that you do. But that way you can kind of get some insight from the monster that you're facing, and that will kind of reflect and flavor it as well. So. That will finish the creature's turn. It's going to stay in base with everybody. The crowd continues to exit. Renard, you are up. Thulsa, you're on deck.
Okay. I still have advantage, right, on these attacks when I come up to hit it with the fairy fire?
Yes.
Fairy fire is still going, right?
I believe so, but we'll see what DM says.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm not in front of my mic, I can't speak because I don't have my new wireless mic set up yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I believe fairy fire is still up. However, you are poisoned.
Okay.
So you have disadvantage on attack rolls, so your attacks are now regular.
Okay. Then the second attack won't hit then. Okay. Because the first
attack.
one was first attack was 18 plus 9, so that's 24 or 27.
Okay.
And that's 29 with the sneak attack damage and fire.
Okay.
And then the second one was a 7 plus 9, so 16.
16 will miss. Yeah, you that kind of feeling that nauseous feeling from the poison. Yeah, you can actually feel the venom kind of seeping out of the wound, kind of throws you off balance, and your rapier kind of bounces off the armor of the creature. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to disengage and go my full movement of 40 feet over to the stairwell.
Okay.
So from now on, all my attacks will be at disadvantage, will be regular then?
Correct. As long as fairy fire's up, yes.
Okay, correct.
So that'll finish your turn. Both Thulsa and who else is over there? Thulsa and River, you watch as a very shell-shocked Renard comes over, a seeping poisonous wound on his shoulder where the stinger kind of dug into his collarbone. He looks a shade of gray and white, and you could tell by his eyes that he's kind of got this weird sickly appearance in his eyes. You get the feeling he was definitely poisoned by the creature. Thulsa, you're up, and River, you're on deck.
I will move back into base with the creature
Okay.
and do 2 attacks.
Go for it.
All right, I will attack twice with my quarterstaff.
All right.
And let's see. I got a 30 and a 29 on the first one, so that hits.
Okay.
So I did 8 points of bludgeoning damage on the first one.
All right.
And 29, 24, so that one will hit.
Okay.
I did 10 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And hang on a second, let me go back to my... I'm going to use a stunning strike. So I spend a key point, and the target has to make a con saving throw.
You
Otherwise,
watch
it's stunned.
as your open palm crashes into the creature. You get the feeling that it might be immune to stun.
Damn. Okay, my bonus action, I'm going to spend another key point and do the flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, good thing I got advantage. 21 will miss, right?
21 will miss. Just barely.
Okay.
22 to hit it.
Okay, cool. I got a 22 on the second one then.
Okay, that'll
And
hit.
that
Roll for
will
damage.
do another 13 points bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And I will do my open hand technique and take away its reaction.
Okay. That'll finish your turn. River, you're up. Tinker, you're on deck.
Oh, I'm gonna move back out of base with it too, back to the stairwell.
It was 40 feet to get back in base with it.
Well, I moved 55. My movement.
So you want to? So now you're gonna move back 15 feet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, 15 feet back then.
All right. River, you're up. Tinker, you're on deck.
All right, so I'm gonna look over my friend who looks very sick, and I'm gonna go, oh, God, man, and then I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and go, and cast Protect Poison.
Nice. You take the poison effect away. Does he get any healing from it?
Thank you.
He does not, but I neutralize the poison, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna cast a Healing Word.
Go for it.
Him as well.
Okay. What a shock! A druid playing a druid. I love it.
Healing.
So 7 points back to you, Renard. That is your action and bonus action. You still have your move left. Do you want to move anywhere, River?
It's 11 points healing, but I'm
11.
I'm gonna hold tight.
Okay, sounds good. Tinker, you are up. Fire, you're on deck. It seems that Tinker and Fire and the Construct are the only ones. Well, actually, Tinker, the Construct, and 2 guards are the only ones in base with the creature currently. So, Fire, from your.
Excellent. I'm going to. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Tinker. Nope, go ahead.
No, you're saying something about fire. I want to hear what you were going to say.
So, from your position, Tinkerton, you can see Fire is on the other side of the banquet table. You can see Thulsa went in, struck at the creature, came back out. He's now by the fire pit. Back at the rear stairwell, you can see Renard is being taken care of by River. The 2 guards now have rushed in to kind of help you in the construct. You're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to use my movement and my flying boots to get off the ground
Nice.
and kind of be in the air. And as a kind of free action, can I be like, look at the technology of my shop. Isn't this glorious? Come shop at Tinks and Tonics.
Are you running a promo?
Yes.
Wow.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, that was just something I wanted to say. But
That's good. I like it. It's very
okay,
very good. Actually, you know what? I liked it
okay.
so much. Go ahead and give yourself a D8 of inspiration. That was pretty cool.
Woohoo! That was nice. Okay. All right then. So how damaged is people? Do I feel like I should heal them? I don't know.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
17. It's actually pretty good. It would appear that both Renard and Fire appear to be worse off than everybody else.
Okay. And Fire is in base. Yeah.
No, Fire has retreated behind the banquet table.
Okay, so at least they're out of the area of Fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
currently you and the construct and the 2 guards are the only ones in base with it.
Okay. Cause I'm trying to figure out if I should fly over and heal them or not. You know, yeah. If I move right now, am I gonna get? Huh?
I said I'm a cleric.
Yeah. Okay, so if I move away, am I gonna get an attack of opportunity since I'm
No,
here now?
Thulsa took care of that with his open hand effect.
He gets no reactions.
All right, I'm gonna go over to our friend at the stairwell then,
Okay.
who is just poisoned really badly and stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to kind of hover down and like kind of touch my brooch because it's a item that I had put spells in earlier.
Okay.
It's healing cure wounds on it at level 2. I got 10 of those. So that would be a 2d8 plus 5.
Nice. Go ahead and roll.
10, so 15.
15.
You
Nice.
heal for 15 points.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that was my action.
Yep, that was your action and your move. You still have your bonus action, correct?
Which I only have spells for bonus actions, and none of them are cantrips, so that's out.
Okay.
So Toto, keep fighting them. Keep fighting. Oh, he rolled a 19.
That'll miss. Whatever. What's
No,
his plus?
He's got 4 for strength, so
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
awesome. I have nearly crit before he will actually hit. That's so nice. Okay. Going back to his stats. Okay. Okay, I wrote those down. He gets a D4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 10. A D10.
Okay, that's a
Okay,
lot
so
of math.
20d8.
It's a lot of math. Are your shoes off? Are
Yes.
you prepared for this?
Okay. I rolled an 8. I rolled or on a D8. I rolled a 5 plus 4, which
Okay.
is 9, plus
Okay.
4, which is 13, and now
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a D10
Okay.
for 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. So 29 points. Nice.
That's not right.
23
5,
plus
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13
19.
points.
Oh,
Yeah.
19. I thought you did. I thought you had
Oh,
already
you're
done.
right. 29.
Yeah,
Yeah,
29.
Oh,
29 points of damage.
Yeah.
okay.
No, 39. No, 39. No, 49.
You're adding up all the damage I've done to this guy.
I'm
Okay.
just messing with Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Larfin,
No,
in
I'm
2 weeks, we'll see who's messing with who in 2 weeks, buddy. I got you covered.
Red Dragon! Red Dragon!
You'll notice that you haven't been having to make any charisma saves, right there, Larfy?
Thank God. I got a -1.
Make
All right.
a risk save.
Which is unusual for you're a paladin, aren't you?
What, in the other game? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, your charisma's high in the other game. You're a -1 as a monk, right?
Yeah. I'm
Gotcha.
not very charismatic in this one.
Well, you're kind of walking around in your moo with a scowl on your face. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm
All
a
right.
0.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Okay, so that was the first attack.
Yep, go for the
that
second
actually
one.
hit.
With advantage, don't forget. Fairy Fire is still up.
Oh, yeah. I got another 19, so it actually hits.
Yep, roll for damage.
So it's another D8, which was only a 2 this time. So 2, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of fire damage.
All right, that'll finish Toto's turn, and Toto has triggered the legendary action response.
Oh, crap.
Dun dun dun.
And it's going to use its tail stinger on. It's going to kind of coil back with the tail stinger and slash it down at Toto for a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That is 79. That's 22 points of piercing damage. Is Toto immune to poison?
Yes.
Are
He
we
is immune to
certain?
poison, and yes. He
Okay, cool.
has he's immune to poison, paralyzing, petrification. He
Probably
can't be incapacitated, exhausted, frightened, or charmed. He's
Good to know.
he's
He
resistant
does.
and immune to poison.
So poison does not have any effect on Toto. However, he does take 21 points of piercing damage from the response. That'll finish your turn and Toto's turn. Fire, you are up.
This guy's a jerk.
No, he's just a bucket
Okay,
of hit points.
He is a bucket of hit points that's a jerk. I am going to pull a coin out of my pocket and hold it in my hand, and it's going to turn into a little dragon. And it's going to fly over to my very damaged companion, and I am going to cure him at 5th level for 5d8 plus 11.
Emily would
Oh,
like
wow.
to remind people that have experimental potions that they still have those.
I do not.
Ooh.
I do not want to move.
Is that an
because of
action to drink that thing?
Okay.
No, so for my rules, to hand a
Probably.
potion, to hand a potion to somebody is a bonus action. For you to drink your own potion is a bonus action. For you to pour a potion into somebody else's mouth is an action.
And I gave you the potions
okay.
earlier.
44 points of healing.
Nice. There's that life cleric.
Yes.
Mm.
And,
Oof.
and I get 7. Yay.
Thank you very much. I really needed that.
You're welcome. You can do the
Now
slash
stay
thing,
away.
which makes
Now,
me not be able to
now stay away from the ass end of the arachnid.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is my bonus action and my action. So can't do
Okay.
anything else.
So, and you're going to
It
stay where
is-
you are, or do you want to move?
Oh no, well.
I mean, currently
am-
you have the banquet table, Toto, in between you and the creature. You're about 20, 25 feet away from the creature.
What's on the table next to me?
That is all the poisoned food.
Well, standing on the poisoned food wouldn't be terrible.
Would you like
It
to
won't
stand?
poison me, right? Right. Well,
I mean,
okay.
unless
In
your mouth is in
tremors,
your.
they stand on like tables and stuff.
There's some things that are poison you through skin contact. I don't think the food would be it. Maybe.
No.
Can't be worse than a spider getting it.
Oh my god, I don't.
Well,
wanna-
I say that, but I don't know.
I don't want to get hit by that spider. No, I'm just gonna stay. Well, no, I'm staying where I'm at.
Okay, that'll bring us to the top of the 4th round. The arachnid is going to take a strike at one of the guards. That'll hit the other guard as well. That'll hit as well. It is going to use digest. So they have
Ew.
to make dex saves. They will both fail their dex saves. And he will get 26 hit points back.
Oh, bastard.
You watch with these pincers, the creature picks both of them up, spearing them through the chest and through the chest of both, picks them up, piles them into his like mouth and tentacle features, and you watch as acidic saliva covers them, and he begins to gorge on the remains down into his chest. And you watch as some of his wounds begin to kind of heal from the effect.
I think I've seen this movie.
Right?
I don't think it was Human Centipede, was it?
No.
And that will finish its turn as it turns to face Toto. That all the crowd has dispersed. The guards have been dealt with. It's just you guys in the banquet hall at this point. Looking around, it does look rough, but that little kind of boost it just got, and you begin to realize this creature could potentially do the same thing to the rest of you if it gets the opportunity as well. So, with that, Renard, you are up, and Thulsa, you're on deck.
All right. Gonna have to re-roll my to hit because I rolled it with a regular straight roll because I was poisoned earlier.
Right, so you get advantage now. Are you moving back into base with the creature?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back into base and take 2 swipes. That's 27 on the first and a 23 on the second hit.
Both will hit, and you do get sneak attack because Toto is still in base with it.
Yeah, I'll do. I already rolled the damage because I hit one time, so I'll use that one with the sneak attack. That was 38 damage,
Okay.
and then I'll have to roll again.
Nice.
The next one is not so good. 4 damage.
4 damage. Just enough to trigger a legendary action because you did more than 40 points.
No.
And it's going to strike at you with its tail again.
No.
Holy
Can't even
crap.
dodge.
Holy crap.
It
I
got a
rolled.
2. It got a natty 1. You rolled a
I-
natty 1.
Its legendary actions is, when it attacks with its legendary actions, it always gets advantage. I rolled a 2 and a 1. You just watch as the tail and stinger
Nice.
come up and slam into the ground right next to the tabaxi. The tabaxi, Renard, shifts out of the way. You recognize the familiar smell and look of the venom as it kind of sprays out from the stinger after hitting the ground. And yeah, that'll be a glorious miss.
Doesn't it take bludgeoning damage from hitting the floor?
No, it does not. Good idea, though. Good
Fine.
idea.
I'm going to
Fine.
disengage and run back over to the stairs.
Okay.
And I'm going to take. I'll just do that. I'm not going to take the potion.
All right. That will finish your turn. Thulsa, you are up. River, you're on deck.
So I'm 15 feet away, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll move back into base and do my regular attacks with them. Alright, I'll attack twice with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
I got a 30 and a 17, so 30 will hit.
30 will hit.
Got 8 points of bludgeoning damage on the first one.
Nice.
The second one, I got a 23 and a 14.
23 will
So
hit.
23 hits, right?
Yep.
And 13 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And I'll use a key point again and do flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Flurry of blows.
Oh, I missed on those. There's a 13 and a 17.
Both
So
those
my
will
second
miss.
one will be a 29 and a 22. That one will hit.
29 will hit.
And I do another 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And again, I'll
Nice.
use my take his reaction away with my open hand technique.
Nice.
And I will move back as far as I can. 40
How
feet
many
or whatever I got
points?
left.
How many points of damage did you do?
On the last one?
Yeah.
The last one was 13.
You did 8, 13, and then that hit that you just did.
Hang on. I did, let's see, 13.
There was
wait,
a 9 in there.
13 and 8 and a 13.
8. Okay.
634. Okay. All right. Did not trigger a legendary action. Didn't do 40 or more points.
And I
so
move 40 feet back.
Okay. All right. That'll finish Thulsa's turn. River, you are up, and then Tinker, you're on deck.
I'm going to open my hand, and a ball of fire is going to appear, and I'm going to yell, "Burn, beast!" And I'm going to throw this produce flame fireball at it.
Okay, go for it. Oh, it says.
And I roll a 19 to hit.
19 will miss. You watch as the flame crashes into its natural armor and just kind of dispelling and dissipating across its chitin-like armor.
I'm going to grumble to myself, and then I'm going to reach into my bag, aiming for the superior healing potion, but actually accidentally grab this strange concoction that my party members
Okay.
given me.
Okay, Tinker, go ahead and roll, Tinker.
Go.
Oh, goody. Let's just bring that up. Okay.
It's going to turn green.
I'm going to say, what was that?
Polymorph.
He polymorphs
Okay,
into a goldfish.
You gain swiftness. You have an increased 10 feet for an hour, and you get a 2d6 plus 5 on temporary points.
Nice.
So,
It's very nice.
So 11 temporary hit points.
All right.
And you have
I like it.
plus 10
That's
on
cool.
Swift. Yeah.
That is cool. I
And
like.
ironically, I'm just going to stay where I am.
Okay.
I
No,
didn't
I
even
mean,
notice. It just tasted weird.
Druid as a support class, man, you're doing exactly what that build is good at doing, and you're doing it well. So that will finish River's turn. Tinker, you and Toto are up, and then Fire, you're on deck.
Excellent, excellent. I am going to pull out my laser rifle.
Oh, Jesus. I love it.
Or antimatter rifle.
Go
It's
for
like
it.
this thing doesn't look like it should be a thing. It's got this weird stuff going on. I just kind of put it on and I aim it up and I shoot.
I highly
Does it
recommend
say
you
Lego
don't.
on the side?
I highly recommend you don't roll a natural one.
I think it says Tinker Toys on the side.
Antimatter. I rolled a 19 plus 8.
That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's 68. I don't have that many out. I'm gonna use the electronical ones. Or I'll just roll this here. Boom.
Electronical? Did my artificer just say
Yes,
electronical?
electronical.
It's a
Yes,
word.
it's a
It's a
word.
made up word, but it's still a
Okay,
word.
it got 19 points of laser rifle damage.
Laser rifle matter damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Antimatter damage. And interestingly, I'm gonna take out my pistol as a bonus action,
Okay.
and I'm going to use it with a little gel pellet. I'm going to put in it as a healing word. And I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot it at who was he was still pretty damaged, wasn't it? Our rogue guy.
I don't know.
That was
Still a little
poisoned earlier.
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot you with a pistol, but once it hits you, it's gonna kind of explode into a powder, and you're gonna get
Okay.
a
Wait.
healing
Did
word.
you just flea dust the tabaxi?
I'm about to get fumigated.
Flea and tick.
Fleas and ticks. Yeah. That sounds
So
good.
that would be 2 plus 5. So 7 points
7
of
hit
healing
points back.
word
Yep.
damage.
That'll do it. Anything else you want to do, Tinker? I believe you still have your move before Toto goes.
Every little
That
bit.
was actually okay. That was I was using my artificer thing. So the thing about the using an artificer tool, because that was the gel
Yeah,
pellet,
that's right. Yep, that's right. It doesn't
I get a
cost.
+5 either to an attack or to the thing. So take another 5 points of healing, I guess.
Yeah,
On
I'm
top
okay
of
with
the
that.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it says a +5. It doesn't say attack rolls or attacks, or it just says +5 to whatever roll you want to use it for.
Yeah, level 15 artificers are fun. I build those on occasion just to kind of play with what they can do.
All right. So that was my action and my bonus action.
Right, you still got your move. You're currently like hovering like 8 feet up in the air above everybody.
I'm cool with where I am.
Okay.
He shouldn't be able to see me. So go ahead, Toto. Hit him with all you can. Come on, sweetheart. That was an 11. That didn't hit. Okay, that one's a 19 plus 4, so that one should hit.
23
Yeah,
definitely
23.
hits. Yep. Go ahead and roll for damage on that one.
That would be 7 plus 4 plus 4. Brain dead thing. 15? No. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that was 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 1 point of fire damage.
Okay. Second attack.
Oh, that was the second attack.
That was the second one? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So that'll finish Toto's turn. He's going to stay in base with it. I mean, he's been doing his job, keeping it pinned. Fire, you are
Good job,
up.
Toto.
I am going to cast Guardian of Faith right next to him.
Guardian of Faith right next to him.
Yes. A large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity. That's funny.
I changed. So in honor of our new puppy, I used the rosy palm
That's fine.
symbol
That's
because I'm using the Guardian of Faith as
Because
Toto.
what- It's Toto. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Any creature hostile to you that moves to your space within 10 feet, or within 10 feet to a guardian of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed in its dexterity saving throw. So creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Correct.
So,
during the beginning of
dexterity
its during the beginning of its
Yes.
next turn, right?
Hostile to you. Yeah, maybe.
What does it say about the target again?
Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must. So, I mean, when it pops up, does that count as the first
Does it
time
say
on a
first
turn?
time on a turn or first time on its turn?
It says first time on a turn.
Okay, so yes, it'll need
Must
to make.
succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
That is a
so
14 on a dex save.
Dex save is 17.
So go
it
ahead and
takes
roll for
20
damage.
radiant
Oh,
damage.
that's right, 20 because
No,
it's
it's 20.
20, right?
It
Radiant.
stays until it's dealt 60 points of damage. So it's
Gotcha.
got 40 points of damage left.
So that's your action. You still have your bonus action and your move left.
Bonus action. Bonus action. None of my bonus action or none of my spells are bonus actions. I mean, none of my cantrips are bonus actions. So, and I can't.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I know. I forgot to mention that my dagger returned to me at the beginning of that turn. That
Okay,
um,
good to know.
because I took daggers of returning, which is why I left it in it. I knew it'd come back. Yeah, bonus action, I guess, just, bringing Ember back to me. That's it.
Okay.
And I'm
Ember
gonna stay where I'm at.
kind of flurries back towards you at this point. That'll take us to the top of the 5th round. The arachnid is looking very rough. You can see that it's a bit sluggish. It's having a hard time maintaining itself up on its little protruded like crawlers underneath its body. It shifts its weight in the direction of the Toto figure, confused and kind of not clear on what it's doing. It doesn't even know to move out of the way of the guardian. So I've got to make another dex save. That'll fail. Takes another 20 points of radiant damage. It is going to take all 3 attacks on Toto.
Oh, Toto.
So the
Toto.
first
Don't
one
think we're in
is
Waterdeep anymore.
first one is 29.
That hits.
Second attack is a 22,
Also hits.
and then the bite is a dirty 20.
That also hits.
Okay.
Toto.
So the first
He has
attack.
an AC of 18. It's not a bad AC. He just got hit really
Yeah,
hard.
the first attack does 34 points of piercing damage.
He short circuits and collapses.
Oh, well, you just
He
watch
only has
as
24 points left.
a flurry of activity from the arachnid, just biting at it and crunching down on it, and the parts just kind of disjoint and crackling with spell-like
Poor
energy.
Toto.
Don't worry, Toto. We saved your schematics. We'll bring you back, sweetheart.
Artificers.
Toto,
what
I
a
don't
bunch
think you're
of
in Kansas
wackos.
anymore.
All right, that'll finish the arachnid's turn. Renard, you are
Maybe-
up, and then Thulsa, you're on deck.
Maybe Toto went back to Kansas.
All right. I'm going to run up 40 feet and engage in the enemy, and take 2 swipes with the rapier. Both attacks with advantage. So it's a 19 plus 9 on the first, and then another 19 plus 9 on the second.
But both will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And I already rolled my damage, and altogether it's 58 damage.
Nice. You guys
And there's
watch.
fire damage in there.
Yeah, you guys watch. I mean, he had 12 hit points left. You guys watch as Renard kind of slides across the table, slips over by the Guardian, stands there, both rapiers flashing like a blur, vengeance on his face. Both dig deep into the thorax of the arachnid. You just watch as yellow arachnid-like blood begins to spew out of its chest. The creature kind of wavers. It kind of gesticulates a bit, and then falls over on to the ground, and all the ichor just kind of spills out of the thorax of the creature. As this happens, the doors fly open. A identical looking person to the person that was sitting dead in the chair comes in. You recognize immediately that Torvald has run into the space, looking around. Where's my assistant? He was supposed to look like me. I was running late. Where is he? And that's where we're going to finish tonight, folks.
I knew it. I knew it was
Wow.
Hey, at least we were in the right spot this time, right?
That's true.
I would like to approach Torval and say, you can too have a defensive golem at your side if you just visit Tinks and Tonics in the.
Don't blow out your candles.
Yeah, leave the candles alone.
So, really quick, let's go around the table. Renardo, how did you like running your rogue at level 15? How'd that feel?
That was really good, considering I never got to get past level 3 with him. He ended up dying in a campaign.
Nice. I'm glad you were able to practice it.
No, he didn't actually die. He was just reborn into another.
Yeah, because his name was Horace Blackmane. Now his name is Renard Blackmane.
Gotcha.
No,
River,
evil twin.
River, how'd you like your druid at 15?
Oh, I think that there's a lot to consider when playing a druid, and I probably only scratched the surface, and I had a lot of utility spells, but I'm about to start a campaign on Friday playing a druid, so I don't have a lot of experience. I wanted to test it out, and I enjoyed it, and I'm ready to commit, so I appreciate the opportunity to try before I buy.
Yeah, absolutely. Tinker, how did you like running that artificer?
I found that running an artificer was far more fun than I thought it would be. I was like really actually very nervous about playing her because it seemed like a lot of little intricate things.
Yeah,
but like any class, it was just about reading it.
Well, but I think the artificer kind of fits your personality as well when it comes to the way that you enjoy the details of the game. I think the flamboyant and flourishy details of an artificer really kind of matches your personality in the game. So that I kind of think that's why it fits so well for you.
It was fun to do.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try one out, but I was always nervous because like I don't know all the scientific terms, and I thought maybe that I would have to know that kind of stuff. And it's like I don't want to. It's like maybe I have to invent things. It's like I don't know. Well, let's try this with one shot. Let's see what this is.
Gotcha. And Thulsa, are you gonna hang out for level 20 in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I probably will. I like playing this monk, even though the monks don't have any spell casting per se. He still has a lot of different things that I didn't even try out this session. So it'd be really cool to try some more stuff out.
Yeah, at level 20, they're really interesting. So I'll be interested in seeing what he does in a couple weeks. And Fire, how's that? How's
20 monk? That was crazy.
Hey, Fire, how's that cleric monk combo for you?
It's interesting. We'll see if that's how I take Fire on Tuesday's campaign.
Nice.
There are some things that I think in a campaign setting it would work out really well.
Nice. So with that, let me put the. Oh, is that the wrong one?
Hey, thanks for running this, Jason. I appreciate it. I had a good time.
No, that was fun.
Thanks again. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I never thought I'd get to play a artificer. Great.
And remember, I will be running another one shot in 2 weeks. I might run a one-shot this Saturday because my partner in crime, Callista, has a busy Saturday. I may run a Saturday afternoon one-shot. I'm not sure yet. If not, definitely 2 weeks from today will be a level 20 one-shot. Should be very interesting. I will post the event sometime next week for our Discord members. So if you're out there and you're not a member of our Discord, click on the About. Everything about us you need to know is guess where? On the About, right down there below. Our Patreon, our Discord, our YouTube, everything you need to know, you can find there. Come on over to our Discord. It's lots of fun. We are a teach and learn Discord. There is no such thing as an expert or a newbie. As far as we're concerned, if you want to play, we're either going to learn from you or you're going to learn from us, and that's just the way we roll here. So with that, everybody have a happy rest of your Thursday evening, and we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Oh,
Thanks,
and
everybody.
I forgot.
Thanks.
As always, everybody stay safe. Everybody try to be kind to each other, and don't forget, play a game from time to time.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.